My power elixir is safely in the vial and I don't have to brew any other potions. At least, not right now. I don't think I'll be needing the mortar again.
Let me see. What else I can do here? Still gotta go and find how you distract that guy. And the spell in your story as well.
I found the stag.
Not a problem.
I don't really think he can help me at the moment.
Turn him into a sheep.
Hello, Mr.
Hello, Wilbur.
I'm off to...
Let's go to our guy and see if he can help me any.
That carrot can't even fit into Bertram's cage anymore. Maybe he really does eat a tad too much. I think this is doing him a favour.
Let's go and see if he can help me.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I have to learn a magic spell really quickly and I thought maybe you could help.
What kind of spell?
Well, for my final exam, I have to cast a spell for Master Marcus. He says it takes months to learn. I don't have that much time.
I don't think that should be a problem. I know lots of magic tricks.
Tricks?
For example, I know a trick that is largely unfamiliar to the experts, which uses a top hat and a rabbit. Your Master Marcus will be utterly dumbfounded by it. All I need is a rabbit and a top hat.
Wow! And you could teach me the spell today?
Indubitably.
Top
It'll only
hat's
take
nice.
5 minutes.
Right! I'll get the rabbit and the hat. This is my lucky day. Almost too good to be true. But if something is too good to be true, it's sure to be true all the same, I always say.
Right.
I'll just be go...
I have
Top
seen...
hat. Top hat's in the ship.
A top hat! And...
Top hat for me.
Hello, Death.
Hello.
That thing up there on the shelf. That's a top hat, isn't it?
Aren't you a clever one?
Well, I am a gnome of the...
It belonged to my father. He always wore it.
You mean your father wasn't deaf?
No, I was the first one in the family to go to university.
Would you lend me your top hat for a bit? I'll bring it back to you in top shape.
You want to repair it? No. Father's top hat stays just how it is.
Then would you just lend it to me the way it is?
Absolutely not. It's an old family heirloom.
Would you lend me your top hat for a bit?
You want to repair it? No. Father's...
Then would you just...
Absolute...
I have to be going.
Oh.
That's the Book of the Dead, but at the moment there isn't a single name.
What do you think? I'd be happy if you wouldn't do that.
Sorry. A large stove with a nice fire. Is death that easy to cheat?
What the? That's never happened before, and it's a bit suspicious, but...
Wilbur Weatherby, Whitebridge Mountains, date of death, right now. Incredible, I cheated death.
Strange. I don't know why the wood should be making such a noise. How very odd.
Although it wasn't as difficult as the old saying would have us believe. Here it says Wilbur Weatherby, White. I hope that convinced. A top hat. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I had another look at the Book of the Dead, and my name is there. It's my time to die.
Really? That's wonderful. Someone has finally understood that violence sells. Fare thee well, mortal. Ah, that felt good.
So, this is what it feels like to be dead. It's rather like Aunt Ethel's raspberry trifle.
Better not. He might do something to me when he finds out that I tricked him. I should get the amulet. I don't look like a very happy corpse. But then again, my death wasn't exactly one you'd call a natural death either. I've been murdered. Ordered and delivered. Everything according to plan. I hope I don't scare people too much as a ghost. I'd better head directly to the maid.
Right then.
Hours later.
I have it. I have the amulet. A fantastic world full of just incredible creatures over there, and it's so hard to believe how I got the amulet. It's a shame they're only ghosts. Now I just need to see about coming back to life. That can't be Look, Master Marcus, I'm dead. Master Marcus? Looks... Look! Master Marcus? Hello? Looks... Ordered and delivered. Yoo-hoo!
What the? Oh no! You're a ghost?
Of course I am.
That's becoming very trendy. People these days just can't let go. What do you want?
Why am I still here even though I should be dead? This is an outrage. I want to be revived on the spot.
I'm sorry, there's no chance of that. I bumped you off good and proper. There you are, lying over there, as defunct as a fridge in the Arctic. And it's not my fault you're a ghost.
Well, this could all be a terrible mistake.
A mistake? You are dead.
As a doorknob, but maybe I wasn't supposed to.
Of course you were. It's in...
But I'm the one who wrote my name in the book of the... Oh?
Oh, damn. It was just too good to be true. Do you have any idea?
Lot of...
No, that means I have changed the course of things. I've hugely overstepped. They'll skin me at the next audit. It's not going to escape the internal auditor's attention that an unregistered ghost is floating around. You wouldn't believe what they did to the Norns when they fiddled.
What if you bring me back to life and we tear the page out of the Book of the Dead and never tell anyone about this little...
That might be an option. And you wouldn't really mind having to live again.
Oh, I'll just have to...
Come on, then. Lie back. I'm sorry I couldn't...
Don't worry, it was an... I still have the amulet. Master Marcus will be so amazed.
Right. Now, just the top hat issue.
A top hat? I tore the page with my... Hello, Death.
Hello.
I didn't think my death would happen.
I shouldn't...
Maybe
Yes,
you could look for an interesting...
I don't like...
Or you could...
I already collect dying people.
Or you...
The only book that interests me is full... I don't think hobbies are...
How about another
I've thought about that too. Becoming my own boss...
Exactly.
What?
I could imagine you being in demand as a model.
I only have this one cloak.
Well, nobody knows more about killing than you do. So maybe you could work as a hitman.
Sometimes I have the feeling you don't listen. Should I just bury the... Wait a minute. That's
What?
live?
Huh?
I'll become a grave digger, like my father. I'll offer to bury people alive for a small fee.
But who...
There are plenty of young people humiliated by their friends, old stars who don't want to be in the public eye anymore.
But what would rich husbands get out of being buried alive?
Nothing at all. But there's certainly something in it for the future widow. Who pays the bills is...
I come from a long line of gnomes, and we gnomes are known to have the occasional truly strange idea. But never, not once in my entire life have I...
Don't say a word. You can be my partner. There's lots to do. We've got to order some coffins and do some public...
Well, you want me to be your...
Certainly. There's lots to do. And after all, it was your idea that I should find myself a new job.
Well,
First of all, you'll have to raise some venture capital. You'll have to convince someone with a lot of gold that our business...
It does?
I'll begin
Trials?
You can't sell a service like this without trying. Death and Gnome Live Burials Limited offers only the highest quality, complete with...
Hiya.
Hello, partner.
About your idea...
Don't be so Weren't you going to... Then be quick. I want...
Oh, then I'll...
Yes.
help me. Oh yeah.
Hello.
Wilbur.
I'm supposed to ask you if you want in on a new business proposition.
I've always got a spare ear for that. Tell me about
Death wants to offer live...
what are...
You bury people.
That's complete nonsense.
I know,
How much capital...
but I thought you said the idea was...
That doesn't mean there isn't any money in it. Think about it. Death abandons his previous business model and strives aggressively into new... And I, as the widely recognized expert of the future, see
But who would want to be buried alive?
no one. But that's not important. We'll get the money directly from the capital markets. Investors?
Okay, so...
Of course. I'll come over this afternoon and discuss it all with him. In the meantime, I'll start
Okay. I don't get it. Why give death?
That's not the point.
But sooner or later people will realize...
Natural. First, we need a glossy prospectus. We spend loads of gold, and more fortune tellers will predict a good...
Why should they?
Because the shares they have in the company will then rise, and they'll...
I didn't understand.
That's good. If everyone understood, who could I sell my for?
I'll just be go...
I have seen
Yeah, no, I
that
have
you...
to come back to get the top hat and swing back to the fortune to get this. Oh, guess over there. Need to stand out. Oh yeah.
What exactly are you doing?
What does it look like? I've dug a grave, with grandfather's old spade in my hand and father's top hat on my head. It's simply brilliant.
I asked the wealthy shop...
Excellent. It's going to be a success, I'm certain. There's a real gap in the market. Makes you wonder why no one thought of it before.
I can think of 1,000 good reasons. How are the trials going?
So far, so good. It didn't take long to dig the grave. I've got the coffin here. Of course, it doesn't meet the standards we're aiming for, but it's good enough for the trial.
Certainly.
Good. Then climb in.
I'm afraid of the dark and claustrophobic, and I'm terrified of coughing.
That's fantastic. Then we can find out how to deal with
No. It was your idea. You should have the honor of being the first to...
Oh, that's... That
Credit where credit is...
All right, then. I'm too long with the top hat on. Could you hold it for me?
With pleasure.
Very comfortable thus far. Now,
Are you certain?
of course, fantastic. We should have funeral music. And the customer should have his... And we'll have...
Buried death.
I hope he's happy now. I'll leave him there until I've been to see the Archmage. Otherwise he might try and bury me next.
So go back to here and get the rabbit, which is out here.
Come here, little one. I'm not going to hurt you. I only need your help. Not a chance. I'll never catch it that way. Well, Fluffy Bunny, how are things? How about a luscious carrot for a change? The rabbit's clearly keen on the carrot, but it still isn't coming. I'll have to think of something. And then, am I supposed to go rabbit fishing? And then, am I supposed to... And then, am I supposed to go rabbit fishing? And then, Am I supposed to go rabbit fishing? Well, Fluffy Bunny, how are things? How about a luscious... The rabbit's clearly... I'll have to think...
Right.
Grandad told me
rabbit
about
trap.
these.
There we go.
The treetop is jammed under a rock. A slight tug on the rope and the noose will tighten in a flash. That's the plan anyway. Well, Fluffy Bunny, how are things? The rabbit's clearly keen on the cat. I'll have to think of something.
Right, lay the rat.
That should work.
Carrot down. Oh, sick.
Ah!
Oh.
No! Thank the gods it was
Sick.
only knocked out.
That's not nice. That's so cruel. Oh, poor rabbit. Oh no, it's not right. It's not right. It's funny though. Oh, the poor rabbit.
Hello.
Wilbur.
Look, here's the rabbit for the spell.
And a white one at that. Now we just need the...
On my way. I have the top hat for the spell. I had to pry it from death's icy grasp, so to speak.
Well, at last, come over here. Put the rabbit in. Now I'm putting a black cloth into the hat. This on top and, as you can see, an empty top hat.
But
You have to do a lot of arm waving and the like. The audience mustn't. Then you say a few incantations and make a big to-do about it. You haven't got a pretty assistant, have you?
isn't that...
Once the excitement has reached boiling point, then... Ta-da! You pull the rabbit out of the hat, but make sure the cloth stays in the hat. Otherwise, the whole trick is blown. Quite clever, isn't it?
That's fraud, and it's not magic.
Of course not. But it looks...
But I wanted to learn...
Are you out of your...
I can't...
Excuse me, you said you wanted to get your mage degree, and you said you need...
Oh, what?
Good luck with the...
I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're...
Let's try this magic trick. Okay, got a fraud Marcus for this magic trick.
Excuse me?
What is it?
Look here.
Oh, my...
Yep, the amulet of Balthazar the Brittle.
How? How did you get your hand?
I went through the mirror, and after incredibly exciting, meaningless and challenging quests in the Netherworld, I managed to get the amulet.
I just can't... A little gnome?
Everything is possible, remember?
I almost believe that. If someone had told me that a gnome without mage history in the family would pass 2 mage degree exams in such a short amount of time, there's a lot more to you than meets...
Thank you. And I'm going to pass the lot.
I still don't believe it, but I'd
I'd like to show you the trick. Spell.
I look forward to it.
As you can see, the top hat is completely empty. Abracadabra. Bunny, are you okay?
Fantastic.
You've almost transformed the rabbit in the hat into a sheep. That's extraordinary. Almost impossible. There must be considerably more magic in you than I ever thought, Wilbur Weathervane.
Oh, thank you. Well, I had a fantastic assistant.
I'm speechless. You're the first gnome in centuries to become a graduate mage. And you've passed the exams quicker than anyone. What's your secret?
I believe I can do anything I want if I just believe in myself.
Oh, really? You could fly like a bird just because you believe in yourself.
Well,
But that's exactly what you've done. You've achieved something impossible.
maybe I was lucky.
Or it was as unbelievable as it is, you've passed all... Wait. Mage degree for Wilbur Weathervane from the White Ridge Mountain. My brother won't believe his...
Your brother?
The Archmage.
The Archmage is your brother?
Yes, of course. He always believed that our bleak fate would take a change for the better. And slowly... You've given me hope, Wilbur Weathervane. You know that? Nothing can stop you. If there's anything I can do for you, come back. You have a friend in me.
Oh, you've a friend in me.
Now go. You've waited long enough. Give my brother what you came to give him.
Up we go. Don't let it get grind when you retop that one. What?
Wilbur,
Hello, Mr. King. Look.
I told you you'd do it. Well,
Thanks.
our work is now done. We are all well fed. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Oh, you want...
That's right. But if you want to come and visit us, Master Wilbur Weathervane will always be welcome by us rats. So long, Wilbur.
See you soon. Hello, Mr. Shield.
Hello, Wilbur. What are you...
You there, town guard. Have a look at this. Effective immediately. So you may address me as Master Weathervane, and I wish to see the Archmage now.
And there we go, that's the demo. Full version offers unique multi-character gameplay with 4 playable heroes, controls Wilbur, Natty, Evo and Critter, and utilise their distinctive skills. Excellent voice actors as you can see there, countless sound effects, challenging puzzle design, over 150 puzzles, 250 items, vast worlds, will take 20 hours of high life entertainment. And of course that took me a good few hours to get that done. Loads of wacky characters. You can tell it's well designed and well made, and got to be a game that I would say a lot of people to get. The PC games give it 85%. So 91, another 85, 91. You can see all the marks there. Highly fantastic point and click adventure, and I think it's well worth the $17.99. Thanks for your time, and that was Monday's Let's Play, the Book of Unwritten Tales, the demo. Catch you next time.